Well, today is November 8th, which means that it officially kicks off the first day that Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is going to be happening at Magic Kingdom. So this is going to be the holiday event that they have during the Christmas holiday season in the Disney World parks. So this is happening at Magic Kingdom in Disney World. We had Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this Halloween in Magic Kingdom, but we are going to have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at Magic Kingdom this year. The dates for this event range from November 8th to December 22nd, so it officially starts today. And one of my things that I like to do whenever it comes to going to the Christmas parties or just the parties in general at the Disney parks is I like to see everything that is happening at the party, so that way I can absolutely make the most of my time whenever I'm actually there. So since tonight officially kicks off the first day of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, November 8th here, I wanted to walk through all of the things that you can expect to see and do at the party. So that way you can kind of get an idea of how you want to plan out your evening, and that way you don't miss anything, because a lot of the things that happen during the parties usually are just event exclusive things. So these are things that you absolutely want to take advantage of because they might not happen during normal park hours if you go to Magic Kingdom. So before we hop in, I want to say hi to everyone. Hey there, Andrea. Hey, Megan. Thanks for being here. So let me know also in the chat if you're planning on going to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party tonight. I am super jealous if you are, but also if you are going later on in the season, feel free to jot down some of these things or just kind of get an idea ahead of time so that way you can be the best prepared whenever you are going into the event. So we'll go ahead and hop into the details here. So as I said, this is all about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. It starts tonight, November 8th, and it goes until December 22nd. So I'm just looking at the website on the just Disney World's website about details for this party. So if you want to go back and look at it yourself, you definitely can. But I'm just going and looking at the purchasing tickets. So it looks like the event dates, they range from, of course, November 8th to December 22nd. It looks like a lot of the dates in November are already sold out. So they are already going very, very quickly. There are 2 dates left at the end of November at the time of this video, and then there's some dates the beginning of December and the last week of the party look to be sold out. So if you are wanting to go and check out this event, you definitely will want to go ahead and secure your tickets ahead of time. They can go very quickly, especially once the party starts to kick off and people kind of see what events are happening there. They definitely start to go very quickly, and you don't want to figure out that the day that you want to go, that tickets are all booked up. So make sure you get your tickets if you're wanting to go. Let's see real quick what the dates and times are. That's one thing that I don't know. Okay, so here we go. So if you're going to, is there a party on December 19th? There is not. There is a party on December 18th and the 20th, but both of those dates are sold out right now, Megan. So unfortunately, both of those are sold out, but there's not one on the 19th. But if you are going to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, the event officially takes place from 7 p.m. to midnight on the day of your party, and this is a separate admission from your typical Disney Park Day ticket. So this is entirely different from just a day going to Disney World. This is a separate event ticket, and whenever you have admission to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, you can get in as early as 4 p.m. So that is actually a very good perk. If you are planning on going to the party, definitely make sure you take advantage of getting there early, so that way you can kind of, you know, experience Magic Kingdom to the fullest, and then you can go ahead and go and do all of the event and party exclusive type things during the actual party time from 7 p.m. to midnight. You're going on the 20th. That's awesome. Congrats. You'll definitely have to let me know what you think, and hopefully some of these details are helpful for you if you don't have an idea of what all is going on during the party. We're talking about that right now. The parks are not closing tomorrow. They should be all open. I don't think they'll be closing tomorrow. But let's get into some of the event things that you'll want to take advantage of. So whenever I did Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, we could get in at 4 p.m. as well. So I went in from 4 p.m. I think it was 4 p.m. We went in from 4 p.m. until 7 when the party officially started. We kind of did some rides and did all of the Magic Kingdom things, and then from 7 p.m. till midnight we did all of the party exclusive stuff. So that was very fun. So that's what I recommend doing whenever you go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Definitely take advantage of some of the Magic Kingdom stuff, the early entry type thing that you can do. And then once the party starts, go ahead and do all the party exclusive things. One fun thing that you can take advantage of during the party is you do get complimentary hot chocolate and cookies. So there are designated areas around the park where you can get these. I'm not sure where those areas are at, but usually whenever you get into the party, there are park maps that they will give you, cast members will give you, so you can always go and see where all of the things are happening and where you can find everything at. And that's probably where you can find where some of the free cookies and everything are at. What characters can you see at the party? So we'll go ahead and talk about the Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade. So that is one of the parades that in event type things that happen at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. There you can see a lot of Disney characters. So Mickey and Minnie, of course, are there on some festive floats. Everybody is in some Christmas type costumes, and they're all very, very festive. The other characters that you can see, like there's Peter Pan and Wendy I'm seeing on here, Mad Hatter. There are some reindeer that you can see. Santa's even going to be there. The parade is definitely something that I would be most excited to see. So there's a lot of characters that you can see there. There's also a show we'll talk about later on here. And I do believe there's some meet and greet areas. We'll have to look and see on the website if I can find anything about that. But as far as the Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade goes, this usually lasts about 25 minutes, it says, and there are 2 times that you can go and actually see this parade. So it happens at 8:30 p.m. and then again at 11 p.m. So this parade starts in Frontierland and then makes its way in front of Cinderella Castle and ends on Main Street. So I always like to usually see these parades in Frontierland because usually it's not as busy, and then if you wanted to see the parade whenever it's ending, you could always run up to Main Street to see it again for a second time, if you understand what that means. So that's usually where I watch my parades. And then Main Street's usually a little bit more busy because the castle's there, all of the decorations are there. But definitely, as long as you, I also recommend securing a good spot to see the parade whenever it happens. So that way you can get a good view of all the characters and everybody that goes by. Thank you for the compliment on the headband and the sweater. The sweater is from American Eagle, and the headband I just got from Target. So it's in their holiday section, so thank you very much. So that is something you'll want to note. It's nice that there are 2 times for the parade. So if you can't catch the first one, you can get the second, or vice versa, or you can see both of them, definitely. Another event thing that you'll want to take advantage of are the fireworks. Let me see when this comes up. So there is Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks Show. So this is a firework and projection show that takes place on Cinderella Castle. Minnie Mouse is the host of the fireworks, so you'll see her, and then you'll also hear some of your favorite Christmas songs during the actual fireworks show. This takes place only once during the party, so if you want to see the fireworks, make sure that you get a good spot. I usually like to see the fireworks, or I like to get a good spot right in front of Cinderella Castle, but of course you can also go behind, down along Main Street and see the fireworks show. But there's awesome projections. The castle looks amazing with all of the colors and all the decorations that they have. And this happens at 10 p.m. So there's only one time that this happens. You'll want to make sure that you catch it whenever you go to the party, so that way you don't miss the fireworks. So if that's something that you really want to check out, make sure that you secure a good spot ahead of time, and then you can go about the rest of your evening, but you just want to make sure you don't miss it, and that's at 10 p.m. Yes, on party nights, enchantment does not happen because the parks close at 6 p.m. for regular park guests, so that way they can clear out the park and make way for the party to start at 7 p.m. So that, you're right, enchantment does not happen, but the Christmas time fireworks do happen. Let's see, the other question, the park during the day. Yeah, definitely. Good question. If you are at the park during the day, what time can you pick up the party bands and locations? So there are the nice thing. Hey, Brandon, how are you doing? The nice thing about the parties, if you're a pass holder, if you have a regular admission to the Magic Kingdom on a party day, there are separate locations inside of Magic Kingdom where you can go and pick up your wristband, and if they have like a little bag that you can that they give out for the party, or a park map, there are separate locations inside of Magic Kingdom that you can go ahead and get your admission, so that way you don't have to leave the park and come back in and all that good stuff. Usually you'll see signs around the parks. Trying to think, I think there's one in Adventureland. I'm trying to think from where we went for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. There's one in front of Pirates of the Caribbean, and then there's also one over by Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor in Tomorrowland, and there may be ones behind the castle, but you can definitely ask a cast member. They will direct you to it. I'm not sure if around 4 p.m. whenever other Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party guests come in, I'm not sure if around 4 is when they start handing out the wristbands and everything and when you can start getting checked in. Definitely ask around, ask a cast member, but it is very nice to know, and I'm glad you brought that up, that you can, if you're already in the park, you can go ahead and get all of your admission and everything sorted out, so that way you're already in there and you don't have to worry about getting into the park again. So that's very good to note, and thank you very much for bringing that up. The other event that takes place is Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration, which somebody was asking what characters can you see during the party. This is also a good time to go and see characters, because there's a lot of characters that seem to come out during this show that happens in front of Cinderella Castle. Another nice thing about this is there are 4 separate showings of this event, so you can see this multiple times throughout the evening. So there is a time at 7:40 p.m., one at 9:25 p.m., 10:35 p.m., and then one at 11:55 p.m. right before the party officially ends. So if I'm looking at the picture, it looks like there are, let's see, it's described as a jubilant stage show that fills the air with music, laughter, shimmering snowflakes, and a whole lot of Disney characters too. So there's Chip and Dale I see, Mickey and Minnie, the reindeer seem to be out, some little dancers, so Pluto's there. So there's definitely a lot of characters that you can see. This is something that you don't necessarily need to kind of spend time getting a good spot for, because since there's multiple times, in my experience, there haven't really been, there may be a crowd, but you can see it multiple times. It might be something that you can just kind of happen upon, and you don't really need to take a lot of time out to make sure you secure a good spot, because you can go multiple times. So definitely that is something that you'll want to check out though, because it's something that might be fun. Just something little that you can do at the party. Maybe the first showing at 7:40 might be the first one that you want to do, or you could save it till the very end of the evening right before the party closes, so that way you can make the most of everything else that happens at the party. There's so many ways you can go about the Christmas party, the Halloween party, but these are just some of the most popular things that you'll definitely want to do for sure. Let's see, dining reservations after the park closes. Will a cast member at the restaurant escort us out? So usually what they do, if you don't have an admission to the actual party, usually they have cast members that are like lined up around the different lands of the park, and they will start checking for wristbands. So I'm not sure if you have a reservation, what they'll do. I don't think they'll personally like walk you out, but there will be certain areas that you can't get through because you have to have a wristband in order to get through them. So you might just have to go through, depending on what dining reservation you have, they may just have you walk right out of the park, and you might not be able to do anything else after your reservation. So currently, Jane, I do not have an admission for Mickey's Not So Scary, or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I would love to go. We'll have to see later on this holiday season if I'm able to check it out, but I definitely wanted to let you guys know everything that's happening, so that way you can be best prepared, and kind of share some tips of how I would be preparing if I were to go. So let me know if you guys are headed to the Christmas party this year or not. So a couple other things that there is Club Tinsel that happens in Cosmic Rays. This looks to be like a little dance party show that they have multiple times throughout the night. There's also a Totally Tomorrowland Christmas, which is in Tomorrowland, and this is a dance party that happens with some of the Monsters, Inc. characters. I loved this during the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. I loved all of the characters that come out. They have Sully. Mike Wazowski is so fun to see, and they look like they have some Christmas costumes on. So definitely that might be something that you want to check out. Hey Manisha, thanks so much for being here. Sweatshirt is from American Eagle, and headband is from Target. And then the last thing that happens is the Disney Junior Jingle Jam, which happens, let's see where this happens at. This would be perfect for kids if you have kids going to the Christmas party, but this happens in the Storybook Circus. So back in the back part of the park near where Tron is being built and where Dumbo is at, that's where this party happens. So those are kind of good things if you have little ones that are going to the party, but also for adults too. I loved the Tomorrowland Mickey's Not So Scary event that they had, so definitely you'll probably enjoy it too. So let's see what you guys are saying. We did the Halloween party October 2nd, and now we are doing the Christmas party on November 29th. Awesome. Oh, I'm very excited for you. You'll have to let me know how you enjoy it, and hopefully these tips are helpful to help you plan for your time there. Let's see. Is it recommended to get the party exclusive merchandise early? That is a very good question, Philip. So usually for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, in my experience when we went, it was crazy getting the merch as soon as the park opened. Now, I don't want to tell you something and then kind of have it be different, but when we went, it was crazy at the beginning to get the merch, but at the end of the night they still had tons left over and there was nobody there doing any shopping. Personally, what I would do is I would save the shopping for the end of the evening because there was so many things. Now, since it is the first night tonight, things may sell out. I'm not sure. If you're going earlier, I would say around like the first couple of weeks of the party, maybe you want to go once the party officially starts to go get merch if you absolutely want to have merch for the party. If you're not as worried about it, I would recommend going at the end of the evening when lines aren't as long, when people aren't trying to crowd around and get all of the merch. So definitely recommend the end of the night. That's what I would personally do, but it just depends how much you actually want to get the merch, I would say. Hey Lois, how you doing? And that is interesting. I'm not even sure. I haven't seen anything about there being exclusive merchandise. I'm sure that there probably is, but I haven't seen anything personally about it. So that will be something we'll probably figure out tonight, honestly. Doing Universal that week. But, oh, that's awesome. But bought Christmas party tickets for the night. Hey, that's it. You're going to be able to experience both parks. So that's awesome. And Philip, you're going November 18th. So you still have, so I would say, probably if you look at videos and maybe other people's experiences at the party, that may give you a good gauge of if you should go before or after to get merch. So I think it all just depends on how much you want the merch and if you want it for the party or not. Personally, I would wait for the evening, but it's all up to personal preference for sure. So I actually don't book any vacations. I just, my goal is to help you guys on your theme park travels, to help you make the most of your time there. So I don't do any bookings at all, but I just help share with you my tips for doing things at Disney World, Universal, any other theme parks. That's pretty much what I do. Yes, Manisha, I can show the bag collection for sure. And you just want a simple party t-shirt. So I'm sure they probably will have party t-shirts. I'm not honestly sure what they'll have, but I think tonight we're going to be able to see everything for sure, because since it is the first night. Hey Emma, thanks for being here. You book Disney, but book more of your own. Awesome. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's see. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to mention as far as Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party goes, the thing that I wanted to point out is during the party, they actually have special attractions in the parks that actually get Christmas and holiday overlays. So I loved these during the Halloween party. I'm sure they're going to be awesome during the Christmas party as well. So I did want to point out some of the attractions that there are, so that way you know what you can go and check out that has the holiday overlay, so that way you don't miss it. Let me take a quick sip. Let's see. You're going December 13th. See, a lot of the days are already sold out. Yeah. I'm not sure how many tickets Walt Disney World sells. I know that usually their parties are very, very popular, and that's why they sell out very quickly. That's why I recommended also earlier, if you know you want to go or you know when you're going, definitely go ahead and book tickets, because I would not be surprised if they keep selling out as the party progresses and people start to see what all the event has to offer, if it is something that they wanted to check out. But as far as these special decked out attractions, one that you can expect to see is in Tomorrowland. The Speedway actually gets a holiday overlay. This was a little bit surprising to me. I did not expect for the Speedway to be one of the party decked out attractions, but I'll read you the description. So in Tomorrowland, you can cruise a festive freeway filled with thousands of lights, stylized color, and fun futuristic holiday soundtrack as you get behind the wheel on the Tomorrowland Speedway race through the holidays. So this would be a very fun thing that you can check out as far as attractions goes, especially if you've been to Magic Kingdom before and you've already ridden all of the rides. I like going during the holidays and the parties because it gives a different view of the ride if you're normally used to the typical overlays that they have. So that's one that you can check out. Another one is at the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. The Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, it says, is filling their laugh canisters with some holiday cheer at the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor Holiday Show for everyone visiting the Monster World during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So it sounds like there is a holiday show that happens there. Space Mountain also gets a holiday overlay. It becomes Space Mountain Holiday Run, and it says that it launches you on an adventure through the cosmos filled with interstellar lighting and high-energy holiday tunes. Now, during the Halloween party, it was pitch black, and they had some like Halloween music playing, so that was a little bit different, but I would be interested to see it during the Christmas season with the holiday lighting and the music that plays. And then another one that you can expect holiday overlay wise is the Mad Hatter Tea Party. So the Mad Tea Party in Fantasyland becomes a wild and wacky Christmas party where you can spin your teacup up to one of 4 holiday combos of lights and music. So every time you ride, it might be a different ride based on the lights and the music that you get. And the last thing that is not only just for the Christmas party, the ones that I mentioned before are just for the Christmas party. This one happens during the entire Christmas season. This is the Jingle Cruise. So if you've been on the Jungle Cruise before, this turns into the Jingle Cruise, where you can expect to hear some holiday themed puns. So those are all decked out attractions that you can expect to see. Those are all really fun because it gives a different twist to the rides. If you've normally been to Magic Kingdom and ridden all of the rides, this can kind of give you a different twist and something different. So I think that's one of the things I'd be really excited about. Basically, that is a lot of what you can expect to see and do at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I'm very excited for the event and to see what everybody has to think about it tonight. So let me know if you guys are attending tonight or if you're planning on going at all during this holiday season. Hopefully you guys have a blast and hopefully this was helpful. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.